Okay, what's up, folks? It is MJK. Um, so for this special video, um, I realized that I never made a formal introduction. Um, so I'm going to talk a bit about me and about my channel. So let's get started. I got me a Phillies Titan, of course. So let's break her open. And I've already reviewed this. Okay, let's start our toast. That's pretty good. And a lot of you don't actually know a lot about me. So I'm going to talk about me and my channel. So I grew up in Ellsworth, Kansas. Very small town. I was born and raised there. Just one second. Okay, so I was born and raised in Ellsworth, um, very small town. I think it had about 2,000 folks in it, but yeah, small. Um, so it was all right. Um, you know, when all the other kids would play uh, football, um, I would be, well, me and my friends would be out in the woods. So, and I was 11, I made an email address, and it was an MGAK11 Outdoors. So that is my channel name too. Um, and for those of you who don't know, MGAK are actually my initials. Matt James Kelly is my name. So yeah, basically when I was growing up, I would just shoot and hunt birds, pheasants, quail. With my dad. Um, so, except when he left to work in Alaska, I was about 13 at the time. That's when things got a bit wild. Um, I tried, cigarettes. Looking back on it, I'm not too proud of it. Um, and I tried cigars too, and they were my favorite. And I tried dip too, but just once there. And I liked that too, but still at the same time I wasn't a big fan of it. So while my dad was gone, working in Alaska, um, we, me and my friends would walk around town, getting into true trouble, um, like usual teens. But then I had to move to Florida when I was about 13. So my Kansas years from when I was born to when I was 13 were full of, hunting, fishing, true trouble. So it was alright. But again, when I was 13, I had to move to Florida. Now, a lot of things changed there. I tried to get away with smoking there. Did not work. So, once again, I tried dipping, and it was way easier to hide. And then from there, I didn't actually smoke again. At least not regularly. In fact, my first can was actually Skull Apple. Me and my dad went to the bait shop in Gulf Breeze, and had a big plastic tub of chaw at the counter. So my dad went to the back and asked for guys' assistance. So I stayed up front and I jacked a can of Skull Apple. Okay. Pretty shocking, actually. I actually stole a can of, chaw. And I was in 8th grade at the time. Shortly after I got to Florida. So I took that back. I tried some at home, and it was good. Whole apple is actually not that bad. And I think that can lasted a long time too. I think it lasted like 2 or 3 weeks actually. Because I only dipped in the shower because I didn't know how to actually not spit and stuff like that. So I liked it. But after that can, I couldn't actually get any more chaw, so I actually quit for a long time. I think for a few months it was pretty tough, pretty damn tough. So, and for those of you who don't know, my dad actually dips too. So I ended up stealing some of his jaw.